What's up, Millennial Mamas?
How are you?
Hello.
We're good
We're
over
coming
here.
at you.
I can't.
Kendra's coming at you from Spain, but she looks cute pulling it off. Like, I could never wear that headset because I would look like a beetle because I have
Okay, but I don't.
tiny head.
I don't ever wear this out. This is strictly for gaming. Let's just point that out.
Well, it's out
Well,
now, girl.
Yeah.
It's out.
Oh well, no choice.
How is everyone's week going?
Pretty chaotic, but good.
Why is it chaotic?
I mean, no, that I don't. It's just whole billions of things. I feel like holiday season is just like so stressful, and that Miles's birthday is literally the day before Thanksgiving. It's just like a whirlwind of craziness.
So
Just prepping and doing all that. So
I made a to-do list because I was like, there's just so many things going on up here that I'm like, where do I start?
literally,
That was my day today. And I sat there for like 20 minutes and I was like, I don't even know what to do because I was like, it's just overwhelming. I just like watched my kids play and I was like very zoned out, like, overwhelmed. So I sat down there and I literally have like, the composition notebooks. I filled out over an entire page of things.
Wait, just the things that you have to do to get ready for Thanksgiving or what?
No, just like things that need to be done within the next week or so.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I write them in my phone and then I like check them off. But sometimes that then overwhelms me and I can't like get the checklist done because I'm overwhelmed. So it's just like
I think we're all very similar in that.
It's insane. Yeah. I never like write out my stuff because like I am one of those people that like will never forget anything. Like unless I'm pregnant. And then the one time that I needed to get windshield wiper fluid. So I was like at the pump, I bought it, I put it in, and then I realized I put it in my oil. And my car was like, and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna blow up. I was so embarrassed. I called Joe and I turned off my car and Jace was with me because I was like 30 weeks pregnant and I was just, I know where to put the windshield wiper fluid and I just couldn't, I couldn't remember. Yeah. And so I called Joe. I was like, okay, I did something really bad. He's like, don't tell me you put diesel in your gas pump. And I was like, no, I put windshield wiper fluid in my oil. He's like, I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. And like, thankfully, it was right next to a Jiffy Lube. So I like drove up and I was like sobbing. And I was like, I know what I'm doing and I'm just really embarrassed. And they were like, oh, I mean, it happens. I was like, have you ever had anyone do that? And they're like, well, no, but like we can fix it for you. Like the thing. I'm like, really?
That's
so bad.
That's amazing.
That's really fun.
That's actually one of the errands I ran today. I had to go to Advanced Auto Parts and buy windshield wiper fluid, and I have to go and get an oil change. So I had bought oil too.
Yeah. But you did it correctly, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. That's like the big one that has the windshield on it. Like that.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. My pregnant mind did not know.
I know.
It was the most embarrassing thing to date that I had. Guys, I swear, like, I actually do stupid shit that, like, embarrasses me. But it's
when you're pregnant, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime.
Just like all those times.
Okay, so I have a hot take. I know if anybody knows me, I love tattoos. I think they look really good, like as sleeves on guys, but not like corny ones. Like for me, I just like me like a good, well done, realistic tattoo, whatever. Okay, so this guy came in today and he was very, very buff, definitely went tanning in the tanning booth and like smelled like cologne, like almost too much. And I was doing acupuncture on him and he's like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. So I was like, okay, lay on your belly. So he lays on his belly and he has shorts on and he had this tattoo in the middle of his like his calf and it was a heartbeat and a plane, an airplane. I was like, oh, what do you do? Are you a pilot? He's like, oh, I wait tables. The fuck do you have this tattoo? It took up like his whole calf.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And I was glad he was face down because I'm thinking like, okay, what do you like live to fly? That's what I would think about that tattoo. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I would have gone with pilot too. That would have been my initial.
Did he tell you?
Dude, did he tell me like what I couldn't ask. I couldn't ask. I was already embarrassed because I was like, "Oh, are you a pilot?" Like, and he was like, "No, no, no, I wait tables." I was like, "Oh, silly me. I don't know I asked that."
So random.
So dumb.
I just got pilot vibes from you.
That's really funny.
Like, okay, shitty tattoos, or like, I get it if you're like in a dare, like some people will just do like tattoos like off of a spinning wheel. I get it. That's not my vibe though. Not my vibe.
Do you have
I don't like
tattoos,
it.
right? Like
Me?
yeah,
I think I have the most.
Kendra, do you have tattoos?
Kendra, I know you
Have tattoos? I don't have a single one.
Yeah, don't we all have husbands who don't have tattoos?
AJ has one.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
That surprises me.
he just got one for Miles, like right here, and it's tiny. It just says Miles Andrew, and his birthday.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. The only tattoo that Joe has is my two kids' initials and my initials on his knuckles.
That's cute. I like that.
I want Alec to get that here.
He should.
Because he hates wearing rings. So I was like, but he wears like the rubber one, but he doesn't like the metal sealing. I was like, then you wouldn't have to wear it either. You just there.
Yeah. So that's my only beef is that he has like NJA, like with obviously his A on like the ring finger. But I was like, I really wish you would have done like a heart because it doesn't give off taken vibes to me, personally.
So does he wear?
I don't know. No.
He doesn't wear
Because he's like, I don't need it. And I'm like,
is it on the top of the ring? Or is it on top of the finger or on the side?
It's on top of his finger, like where my ring is. It just says a big O.
I think if I saw that, I'd be like, oh, they're taken. Because why else would it be on the ring finger?
But he has two other, I guess. He has two other initials on there. But
letters, he has 10 fingers, and he chose that
That's
one.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Whatever. I wish someone would try. I'd be like, oh, no, that's mine.
Mine.
Okay, so this week coming up, Mia, what are you doing like for Thanksgiving? What do you guys usually do?
Thanksgiving, I have never, this is a real hot take. Well, I guess it's really not a hot take, but I have never had a Thanksgiving, like after 10 years old. I've never had a Thanksgiving. I work at my mom's restaurant. My mom owns a restaurant here in town, and we just celebrated 30 years. And yeah, I work, every single one of my siblings, we all work there. Obviously, we were underage.
Aww.
We all just like work and we're there as a family. And I think this may be my last year. My mom listens to this podcast, but this might be my last year working Thanksgiving. Only because Miles is born on the 27th, and next year that means his second birthday will be on Thanksgiving. So like, I'm not going to work and it be like Miles' second birthday.
With two things that you're
right. So it's like, I don't know what I'll do next year, but for this year, I work, and then it'll be AJ's first year not working at the restaurant because he's worked just as long as me basically there. And then he's going to come in with his family and eat dinner. So I'll like still see Miles and still be able to like be with them. It'll be
well, I was just going to say that could be a good way for you to like kind of do both. You could go to the work and still have Thanksgiving dinner. And I mean, he has to eat dinner somewhere.
Exactly. More of a hot take based on that is people that go out. No, I shouldn't say this because it really does, like, it's a very big day for my mom is Thanksgiving. So many, like, it's sold out. Like, people walk out of the restaurant and make their reservation for like the next year. It's a real huge day. But people that freaking go out to eat on Thanksgiving. Do you guys,
I've never.
Yeah, like, and people bring their
I've never done
eldest, like, family member, and we've had to call the ambulance like 4 different times on Thanksgiving because they bring like their oldest great grandma from a nursing home to Thanksgiving dinner at the restaurant. Yeah. They've just dropped dead.
I mean,
I'm not kidding. They didn't really drop dead, but like one year we had a lady, she was just like, and then one year we we had a priest like go down. Like, it's just like every year there's something. So we'll recap next week. I'm sure we'll be
okay. Great. So takeaway is don't go out. If you're over
oldest person out to dinner.
They're like 99.
No, literally.
Give me back to your clean.
Literally.
That's nutty.
But I do have to say, you make a hella good amount of money on Thanksgiving waiting.
I bet. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
I mean, if my mom didn't go all out for Thanksgiving, I'm sure I'd be there because that's a lot. It is a lot of work. Like, there's like so many sides. You got the main, you got desserts. You have like, it's a lot. And if my mom wasn't like all about it, then I wouldn't be totally against it. But I just always grew up going to my house, my mom's house.
Right.
And we used to have everybody, like my whole family.
Yeah.
Lex was obviously there every year. So
Right.
it's probably very new, like the same situation, right?
Yeah.
For you, Lex? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been out. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'd be opposed to it, but for me, like if I'm going to host it, I'm definitely going to cook. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be opposed to maybe like pre-ordering, like what I'm thinking about pre-ordering like a prime rib or something for Christmas, but like I would make the other things. But if you're not good at cooking, number one, and number two, like if you have a big family, it does make sense to go out to eat. You know?
Order in, like you said.
And it's quick. Yeah. Like be at my mom's, she has like an entire list. I mean, literally turkey dinner, like a billions of different things. And if you didn't want turkey dinner, you could get something else. But like, I think that's what people like about it. And like, you could be like, hey, give me another glass of wine. And someone's coming to give you another glass of wine. So I do see the convenience of it. But it's a huge, huge, huge day for us. So I'll be working. That's what I'll be doing on Thanksgiving.
So Kendra, we're going to be together.
Yeah, I'm driving home and Alexa's flying in. So we're going to end up doing Thanksgiving together.
Wait, that's so fun. You guys have to like post things on Instagram being together.
No, we will. We definitely will.
Okay, good.
And honestly, I should post my mom's table because she always makes it so gorgeous.
It's amazing.
Like very custom. Like she often writes people's names on it. I think we're having so many people this year that I don't know if she's going to do that, but like she goes all out.
Cute. Wait, is there like more than just my family coming and Aunt Karen?
Well, my family, we're 5. Mom, Dad.
That's true.
Sheena, Anna, and Karen, Uncle Chris, your family, your mom and dad. That's a lot of people.
Oh, that's a lot of people. That's a good amount of people. I love that though. Well, it's just harder for me because you guys get to drive, but like for me, it's only a 2 hour and 20-minute flight. It's not bad at all. And the flight is super easy because most of the times, depending on where you're flying in, it's nonstop. So it's like easy peasy. If you had to do it like as one person and my husband wasn't coming with me, it would be really tough to have the kids and just me. But I wouldn't be able at this age of my kids to fly alone. Like that is 100% a given.
Yeah.
So like,
I've flown with a newborn, pretty much a newborn. She was like 3 months old. And I think that's actually easier than a toddler. People are always like, oh my God, you can have 5 with a baby. And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, yes, that is so true. The thing is like, there are some hacks that I use and like, I don't know if you guys have yours or whatever, but for me, I just read a lot of stuff about like flying with kids. And they say if your form of travel is usually flying, then it is just best to start them as early as possible. Like for me, I didn't fly until I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old. And like our first flight was when we went to Disney for the first time. You know, like that was like a big deal, but I was always afraid of flying because it was so new and foreign. So I feel like sometimes like when you wait too long, and I'm not judging anybody if like you don't feel like bringing your kids on a flight, like that's fine. But like for me, I felt like, okay, I travel a lot. Like I travel at least 20 times on an airplane, like one way and then back, you know, to get somewhere every single year. For me to not bring my kids on an airplane, I'd have to drive 18 hours in the car.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. It would be really tough because I don't like to break up my trips and things like that. I just feel like the earlier, like Natalia was only 6 days old when I took her on the airplane.
That's awesome though.
It's a hot take.
But they're so, when you're that little, they're so portable. They just sleep.
He's so portable.
My hack for flying with babies is just nursing them and takeoff and landing.
Because their ear is great.
Yes.
And then they really just sleep and chill and just stare up at you. Like that's literally all that newborns do on the flight.
Right.
When they get older, I have to pack an entire freaking suitcase of toys.
Yes.
We've them occupied.
Yes.
Like quite literally, I have a suitcase that goes under my seat. Like it's a suitcase, but it's meant for it. So my daughter can pull it around the airport and then I can put it under. And then when she needs a toy, take your pick. Like, because you have to entertain them. And then have you ever been on an airplane that doesn't have a screen?
Oh, yeah.
You
With
can't
a
even
kid?
like, my kids don't
It's
have
not
iPads.
easy.
They're not old enough yet.
Yeah.
So I can't even like play a movie on there, and I don't have service on my phone. So unless I like pre-downloaded, but then what am I doing? I'm just like,
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
let's get this clear. Let's be completely clear. Whoever is bringing their children, like you as a parent, when you become a parent, you look at the people that have kids on a plane so much differently. Like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I fucking been there. Like I know exactly what your 3-hour flight or 2-hour flight or 5 or 9-hour flight is going to be like.
Anything.
Like if you have a lap seat, people are like, oh, I'm going to save money. Let me tell you, my recommendation, get another seat. If you can afford it, get another seat because
Depending on
from the
how
age
long
range-
the flight is.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yes. Oh yeah, like a 2-hour flight. I mean, suffer through it, whatever. Like that's kind of what we do. But
Especially if the ticket is like a ridiculous amount.
2 hours,
Okay, your
yeah.
kid is small
Right.
enough.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
totally agree.
but like I feel like 5 hours plus
Yeah.
deserves another seat because number one, I think we still have Natalia on our lap sometimes, but like we do regret not doing it at times. Like when we flew to Alaska, we did not book a seat for Natalia because it was an overnight flight and we really thought that she was going to sleep. This girl did not sleep 1 minute of this flight. It was 5.5 hours.
Overnight.
And
see, you never know with overnight flights.
yes.
I honestly,
gamble.
you're like, okay, yeah, it totally is. I think honestly all flights are, but especially overnight because you're like, oh, they're gonna be tired. Like, let's.
Right. But no, it was totally the opposite. And like,
You know what's
that's
really hard with your family though? If it's like a row of 3, you have 3 and then 1 or 2 and
Yes.
2.
I know.
Right.
I
I
know.
didn't even think of
That's the hard part. Like that is the hard part right now
Yeah.
is because we have to do 2 and 2, like at this moment, like in time. You know, if we had another kid, it would be a little bit more justifiable. I would love to be with just like the oldest and see my husband deal with the others, you know? But like, it's a really big struggle. Like the biggest thing I could say, just like Kendra, like there are things you could get on Amazon called like Flight Busy Book.
Yeah.
There's like little Velcro things. But we do have an iPad for Jace just because we travel so much. Kendra, you travel enough, but like he's in the car a lot. Like that's the only time he's allowed to use it is when we're traveling. So we only keep it in the car or we only use it on the plane. Like he doesn't use it inside the house. Like that's my biggest thing for you, Mia, because you haven't had Miles on the plane yet, right?
No, but in July we'll be going. We don't know where we're going. We're either going like Aruba, South Carolina. We don't really know where we're going yet, but we go away with my family. It'll be his first time like on a plane. It'll be July, so he'll be like probably 15 months. Yeah, he'll be like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. It definitely gets harder as they get older and they're like a little bit more vocal and they're, just being like, like being super. And I am like that, Lex, where like I always like kind of want, even in stores where I'm like, no, use your inside voice. Like, let's not like annoy people. But half the time I'm just like, whatever. You're a happy little boy that isn't afraid to like express his loud, feelings that he has and things that he wants to say. And I kind of just let it happen.
I read, I saw this study that like loud kids feel safe. They're happier kids.
Yeah.
So if my kid is like loud, happy, dancing, I have no problem with that. Obviously, I think there's a time and a place. Like if we're in a doctor's office, okay, like volume control. But like, majority of the time, I don't really care if she's loud and having fun. That's my personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it is hard on the plane because you do get those cranky people who, number one, like I've sat next to him like 15 months, I'm not going to lie, that is more of a struggle. And like Natalia is very touchy. She wants to be moving. She doesn't want to be held. She wants to be doing stuff. And like, it's a very difficult time to fly if they don't have a seat.
Yeah.
And if people around you don't understand that, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to take that away from them and have them scream the whole time? Or are you just going to like,
sorry,
let them
sir,
have fun?
if you're going to complain, you should have booked first class.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
100%. Or he could pay for me to be up in first class. Like
that too.
That'd be fine too. Get rid of me. Put me right up there, babe. I'll be right up there. Okay. That's it.
But honestly, Miles is the kid that right now anyway, if we're like in the grocery store in the cart and we're like in line, he like peeks over and he's like, hi, hi,
Yes.
hi.
I love that though.
So some people eat it up. Some people are like, hi, you're so cute. Hi. And like, or like standing behind like whatever. And then it's like he's saying it the whole fucking time we're in line. And then there's people who are just like, fucking kid, this kid being annoying. So then I feel like on a plane, that's how it would be like. If we were next right people, we would be like, it would be perfect for the socialized, pretty social. Other than that, I would be like, oh shit, we're ruining their times. I would feel like I always feel burdened, like that I'm burdening other people. But I have to let that go sometimes.
Don't do that.
I know.
No,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I know.
Like really, they're little kids and they don't know any better. And like that's the same thing. Like if my kid is kicking your seat, I apologize, but my kid is 1 year old. I really apologize and I do feel bad. But if somebody kicked my seat right now, I'd be like, yeah, I know you can't. If the kid was like 10, I'd be like, okay, mama, you need to do something.
Exactly.
But like
if the mom didn't say anything, then that's different. You can be like, hey, your son's kicking my seat.
Right.
Or whatever. And then if she says, don't kick, and then like, handle it from there. But like, you can't get mad at every little thing. Yeah. That's the thing about the flights. Everyone's in this confined space for X amount of time. You just got to deal with it. It's tough. But Kendra, like, I bought a blow-up seat.
I was just going to say that. I said you should tell them what you recommended, which did work, by the way. It worked amazing.
Yes. It's like a blow-up. Yeah, it literally
it's like a little bed.
Oh!
It's like inflatable for anyone just listening. Like it's an inflatable bed that
it's like an upside down L shape.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
And and it also has like small amount of like a bumper on the sides so that if they are sleeping, they're not like rolling off the easiest.
We'll post it.
Yeah. I know. I love it. And at one point, both of my kids were laying in it, and it was a lifesaver because we both had our laps free for a minute. And I was like, this was worth it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
But like you also have to remember like the things that you bring in your bag, like their bag, if they have a seat, which Jace does, you're thinking that they're going to play with it for maybe 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. So you have to like think of that when you're buying things like the Busy Book. It keeps Jace busy for like maybe a solid 20 minutes because it's like little Velcro things. I'll post about that too because I did get that on Amazon. But like it can practice the letters and like the colors and the shapes and then it's like weather and things like that. And then we always bring like colored pencils and also something fun is like window clings, like those jelly window things. Yeah, that they can put on the window.
Oh my God, I have a horror story of that.
Oh God, not on the plane though, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Put it in their mouth or their nose. What?
It's the window clings. A kid put like a suction thing, put it on the window, and she went to go take it off. The freaking window came off with the toy.
What?
Well,
wait, what? When you were on the plane?
Airline.
No, I saw a video.
Oh my God, I thought you said you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, no, I would. But like the airplane windows have two panels, so there's inside panel and outside panel. So it's not like there wasn't like outside access. I would be shitting bricks. Like I don't even know.
Freaking out. Okay, no. To clarify, I don't mean window clings like that. I mean like the squishy things that like you say Merry Christmas or like little like squishies, not like a suction cup. I mean like the cute little pictures. You know what I mean?
No, I do now that you say that. But like when you said that initially on the windows, I thought of that thing that clip that I saw literally last week. I was like, that's terrifying.
Yeah. I don't mean that at all. No, don't bring those on the plane, please.
No, but don't do that.
And they'll be like, I got it from Millennial Mamas. I was like,
no,
you didn't.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, everybody just look out for us posting things about flying with children.
Yeah.
Because like it's a really big thing. And like it's scary for a first time mom to bring like a younger child on the plane because you're like, is my kid going to be good? Like, am I going to be good? Just expect you to not have 1 ounce of shut-eye, 1 ounce of time to yourself. And just if you are traveling alone with your kid, just remember you're going to have to bring that kid to the bathroom with you. So like figure it out and figure out how you flow. Just like, don't touch anything. That's what I do with Jace's hands. I'm like, hands up. This is what we do.
Yep.
Mommy's gonna pee.
No, literally, hands up. I say that to Kaya, even in this, like, not even in any bathroom. I'm like, okay, don't touch anything. Put your hands up.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten more a germaphobe as time has gone by.
I'm a jerk.
Like the past, I think maybe it was COVID, kind of like I always was, but then COVID like really like pushed me in, and I'm like hand sanitize everything. Don't touch anything.
Right.
Don't wear like I've gotten pretty particular about.
Yeah.
I get it to an extent. I am, but like I really don't want to also have like too much sanitizer because I feel like it's like killing off my bacteria. I feel like I've become more crunchy since COVID. I'm like, okay, that's gonna kill my good bacteria.
Yeah.
I just want.
No, I mean like if we leave the bathrooms, if we leave a store, like
the bathrooms. I've always been like that with my mom. Actually, I just asked you this recently. I don't know what your guys' husbands do. But my husband, I'm sorry, Joe, I love you, but I gotta call you out. My husband, when he like shits in a public bathroom, because he's a construction worker, okay? Like he sits his ass on the toilet. And I was like, that's gross. Do you guys agree or no?
I don't. I would rather just wait till I get home personally, or wait till there's a place with like the paper things if I really need to sit.
Yeah, but my point is that I never sit down.
But what if you have a paper thing?
Oh, no, I don't. I literally hover, and if I pee on the seat, I'm sorry.
I hover, but I'm saying if I ever had to absolutely, like, have you ever been 9 months pregnant and had to pee, and you can't freaking hover, and you're like, okay,
no,
I need a paper thing. Okay, well,
I let it loose.
Maybe you didn't gain enough weight. I don't know what to tell you because I did. I did.
That's why I made that face when you said that, because when I was like pregnant, I literally couldn't squat. Like my stomach was just, I couldn't grit.
No.
So I was sitting. But when I used to run cross country and I had bowel issues, let me tell you, I had to stop at a bathroom every freaking time I was running, and I was sitting. I was sitting because that shit was not good. That's shit was
literally.
No, so I was sitting. Like I was like, I'm just praying.
Guys,
I mean, if you're sitting, technically, if you're sitting properly and the seat's not dirty, like visibly dirty,
or nothing.
I mean,
it depends on where I am.
No,
like if I'm in my doctor's office, I don't feel bad about sitting, if that makes sense. But like,
there's a certain level of cleanliness that you have to feel okay.
Like hovering,
this is 95% of the time.
Oh, I have.
Yes.
Wait, okay, can I say one really disgusting story? Like this is like really bad.
Yeah, go.
Oh no.
Okay, go.
You're like, it's so bad. When I was going through those bowel issues in college, I was running and I didn't want that the girls kept going, but I didn't want to like, them to like run too far because I didn't want to catch up. So I went into a porta potty, freshly cleaned porta potty. However, still fucking disgusting. Because that blue like liquid I'm talking about, that's like in the porta potty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Did you drop your phone?
No.
Even did it shit and splash on your ass?
Everywhere. Not only my ass. So bad.
Ew, and your cootie? So
bad. I thought for the rest of the however many miles I was running, I was convinced like I was gonna have some sort of bacterial infection and die like hours later.
Oh my God, dude, that's nasty.
It's bad. I'll never forget it.
Well, that's actually what I was going to say is like, I have to shit in a lot of porta potties because I run so much. So like at the races, I don't even sit down. I hover. I'm like, nope, not going to happen. And like, I've never had
porta potties, 100%.
But like I'm saying, like, even if I have to poop, I am not sitting down. There ain't no way. It's like, no. I'm just not.
Do you have to poop that much when you're running? Is that like a thing?
It gets things going.
Yeah, it does. But like, I actually always just have to poop before the race because I get like nervous. So like, I just have to use it before. I've never had to like actually poop during a race, but it's like usually
you're already there in this setting.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I've been awake for like an hour or two.
Yeah. This is so hard to relate to because I don't run, and I also poop like once a week.
Really? Oh my God. Yeah, but this is we're getting so.
She has always had like, you've always been like that though, Kendra.
Yeah, I'm not like, that's my norm. Like I don't need to go to the bathroom every day.
I poop like twice a day, TMI, but like just out there in case you don't want to know.
Honestly, I'm the same way.
No, that's a lot of people's norms. I pee like 3 times a day too. Like I'm a camel in that sense. Like I don't know. And I drink water. I don't.
Random question. How do you eat? Like, how many vegetables do you eat a day?
I don't know.
Like, do you eat
like you eat a lot?
You eat a lot of vegetables?
No, not. I wouldn't say like a lot.
Yeah, because like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm eating fruit and vegetables like 5 servings. I think that's why I push it so much.
Fruit,
just like fiber-wise.
Fair.
But
yeah,
but fiber tightens you up. So if anything, I'm eating too much.
Yes and no, but it like also gets you going too. Like the fiber, like natural fiber from vegetables and shit.
Different types. Yeah, I don't know, but that's always been my norm. So it's not like a diet change that would affect that. I feel like.
I don't know. Wait, speaking of advice,
I
have some hot takes about unsolicited advice.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Unsolicited advice is an ick for me. It's the worst ever. I'm going to say it. And I probably give unsolicited advice. My bad to anybody who I do. But you need to be like, unsolicited advice, no thanks. My bad. I shouldn't have said it. You know what I mean? Unless you ask for my opinion. Or like if you're a good friend of mine, I'm going to give you my opinion because
I feel like if we're talking and in convo and we're having like an issue, like I'm having like a thing that I want to talk about, like, okay, send your advice. But it's when people randomly make a comment like, oh, like you should really like go change or something. Like something, it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
But the parenting advice unsolicited, no.
It's more so the comments for me. I have 3 kids, and if I go out alone and people say, oh, you've got your hands full.
You're like, I know.
No
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Are
you sure? Do you want to help? Do you have an extra hand? Is that what you're saying? Like,
I would honestly, I'd just think, oh yeah, I need one more. Actually, it would make me, because that's a rude thing to say.
Yeah.
Yes. And then another time when, speaking of like Kaya being loud in place, my daughter being like loud in a place, she's my loud one out of my 3. If she's being like, she was loud in this one place, we were at Marshall's, and the one of the workers said to me, oh, see, this is what happens when you don't take your kids out enough.
What?
Oh, no. No. What did you say to that?
I was like, oh, really? I literally said, oh, really? Because I literally, I couldn't.
Oh, my God. People are ridiculous.
No.
I was like, oh, really? That's, Like, and I just walked, and I was with my friend. Like, it was so random and unnecessary.
Yeah, that's like rude as fuck.
Right? And my 2 kids were in the stroller, and my daughter was walking, and I was with my neighbor, and like, she wasn't acting out. There was like Christmas pillows, and she was like, what about this one, Mom? And like, she was just excited over something. She was showing it to me. And the lady made that comment. And I was like, to my neighbor, I was like, did you just hear them?
What?
And I take my daughter out all the time.
Do.
Like, even if my husband's not home, I try to get them out of the house at least once a day. If it's not a walk, then we're going to a store or we're going grocery shopping. Like, we're always trying to get them out. So I'm like, no, that's not accurate.
Yeah. Have you ever had an unsolicited advice?
Yes. I've had more like comments like addressing when Miles was like maybe 6 months. I mean, Miles is going to be really short. He's in the 3rd percentile for length. And I'm not tall. I'm 4'9" and a half.
Right.
So he's going to be tiny and that's fine. And maybe in like the videos that you guys see, he looks his age, like almost 1. But he is pretty small and like short. I had a lady say he was sitting in the car. No, he wasn't sitting in the cart. He wasn't I think he was sitting in like just the stroller. And she looked and said, oh, he's so little. And I was like, oh yeah, he's a little guy. And she said, he must be a little person. And I'm like, who thinks to say that? I don't know if she meant to say like, he must be a little person, like a little person, or if she meant he's like going to be a little guy. Like, I don't know how she meant it. And I'm like,
even if she was talking about an actual literal little person.
I don't know how she meant.
Why would that matter? Why would you say that?
Yeah, why doesn't it matter?
Then I'm like, well, number one, look at me standing holding the carriage. I'm 4'9".
Yeah.
And so I walked away because I just didn't want to I just didn't want to engage. Yeah. And I was by myself. And so I walk away and I was like, Miles, this isn't the first time you're going to hear it, buddy. Like, you'll hear it your whole life, because I heard it my whole life being like, oh, yes, I should hear that. Oh, yes. And like when I was pregnant, people thought I was 16, like the whole entire time. I'm like, I'm 28 years old. Like, I'm 28. I've been married for a year. Like, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of him being super short. But the unsolicited advice I hated was, he's hungry. He must be hungry.
Oh.
I'm like, no, he's not hungry, actually. He's not. But thanks.
Wait, the things that you guys are saying are just, I feel like common sense. Like, honestly, number one, and especially if they're strangers, like that makes it even worse. Like, if I was with Kendra and I was with her for like a week and her baby was crying, I'd be like, what does he need, babe? Like, I'll help you out. Like, is he hungry? Like, does he need to be changed? That's so different.
So different.
Comparative to someone just
So different.
butting in, being like, oh, they're for sure hungry. Like, you should probably get them home. Or like something like that. I'm like, listen, like, don't.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's a difference. It's a genuine thing when you say to a friend or family, like if you're saying, oh, is he hungry? Meaning like, let me help you get him some food.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This person saying in a store is being like, oh, he must be hungry. It's like,
right.
I actually
Shut your kid out.
I actually just fed him 15 minutes ago. I swear he's fine. Like,
He's just pussy, but thanks.
Yeah. But kids can cry and fuss for many reasons. They can have pass gas. They can like there's others. I'm uncomfortable. I have a wet diaper. Like everyone's always first assumption is, oh, they're hungry. Like you're a terrible mom and not feeding them. Like it's like
yeah. I know that. I mean, I've had like little comments for sure, but like more so about what I feed my kids. Like, I'm sorry that I'm against the dyes. I actually am not sorry because they're just linked to so many things. And we all know this at this point. And I don't like, what do they say to me? Oh, you have to let them be little. Like, they only live once. Like, let them have a little bit sometimes. And it's like, those like little bits sometimes, like for me, is like giving him a Reese's or giving him like a chocolate chip cookie or giving him like chocolate caramels, like Rolos or something that doesn't have dye in it. Okay. Like, I am just not interested in letting my kid have a red freeze pop.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like the Johnny Pop, like the organic brand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. And like, I just think that it's really rude for you to say, oh, your kid's not going to have a childhood if you don't let him like live and like eat all these things. And I'm like, like sometimes even family members can say that. And like, I think it's
real rude.
Yeah.
Real.
It is.
Not a fan.
I mean, I think that there's like everyone parents differently. So like, if you don't want to feed your kid dyes, okay, that's the end of the story. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. Like, oh, come on. Like, I'm the fun aunt. Take it. Like, that's never going to be me. I'm not going to be the fun aunt if the mom says no.
Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, what can he have? Can he have a chocolate chip cookie? Like, can I make him brownies?
Let's find an alternative.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Like, guys, my kid has ice cream. My kid has things like that. It's not like, he said, oh, no,
he's
you
not
can't
neglected.
Eat that. No, he's not.
Actually, that's so funny that you say this because when I went to Advanced Auto Parts, the guy like had candy and he was like, oh, can I give your daughter a lollipop? And Alec was like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Because we try to avoid the diets, too.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, wait, how about this? And he had like a mini toy croc. Like he had like toy crocs. And like he was like, oh, here you go. And he still wanted to just like give her a treat.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It wasn't like, I was like, that's literally exactly how you respond in that type of situation.
Right.
I was like,
instead of being like, oh, that's a bummer or something. Yeah.
The why. Wow.
Yeah, it's irritating. And like,
let me get into it.
No, literally. Like, the one thing that I also can't stand is like when people, family or not, like, oh, you think that stage is tough? Just wait until you get into this stage. It's like,
wait till they're teenagers.
Right. But the thing is like there's so many great things about each stage that it's like, I can wait because I'm living in this moment. Like, even though my kid is having a meltdown because he's 15 months old or he's 3 and he's like figuring out his wheels, like, I'm enjoying his cutie little like 3-year-old like brain too. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's so rude to be like, just wait until they're 18 if you think this is bad. It's like, but who said it was bad?
I know.
Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Everything's subjective.
Yep. Yes.
I think
okay. Well,
no, it's fine. I think mom to begin with, like, being pregnant was like that, like kind of super negative about that, being like, just wait until you don't sleep, just wait till this, just wait. It like just always so negative. And like, unsolicited advice that pregnant people just don't need to know. They'll figure it out. They're having a baby one way or another. But
it's the rude comments like, "Oh, you should sleep now because you won't be sleeping." It's like that's honestly not how sleep works. So you just sound stupid.
Exactly. I'm like,
dude, I literally feel the exact same way. No, I'm like, sorry I got on that subject because I just like
I do
go
think that
about
we should
like
talk about Thanksgiving though.
Yeah.
And like the little things that we like, the crafts and stuff.
Oh my God.
Lex, I saw I saw your handprint.
2 things. I do for fall, like for Thanksgiving, I started this and I did make a post about it. So go look on our Instagram page. Like I bought a table runner from Target and I was like, dude, I would love to do like little handprints for like being thankful at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so I didn't start it when James was little, but like I started it when he was 2. So like he wasn't a newborn or anything. So I now have like my little family is like one hand prints are going this way and one hand prints are going this way.
I actually started that last year too, Lex. At that point, we didn't have my third baby. So it was just Kaya and Koa. And then me and Alec decided to put our hands in the middle just for the first year.
I love
and like
that.
the kids are gonna like surround it. You can still add your own hands.
Yeah.
But,
that's a really good idea.
Because your hands aren't changing. So like, but now I'm so excited because we have a third hand and I'm so excited.
I actually think I'm going to do that. Like that is such a good idea. And I love,
is yours white or is yours brown, Lex?
Mine's tan.
Yours tan. That's what I thought. Mine is like white. So the only thing that I'm like, my recommendation would be don't get white because now I'm nervous to put it out for actual dinner.
Okay.
Yes.
If that makes any sense. So maybe you can put it out for like this season.
Yeah. That's actually why I did tan. And I did
like
the acrylic paint because I didn't want somebody to spill something.
Yeah.
But I think like the best advice would be maybe to take it off when you guys are actually eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so it looks cutie or the whole time.
Yeah. That's really cute. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. And then like I posted today about like the wreath, the handprint wreath. Yeah. So I like to do
so good.
gifts. Yeah, it's so cute, guys. It's so cute. But like if you have multiple kids, you can use different shades of green. Like Natalia's handprint is in there too, but it's just a different color green. So like
I saw hers was like between.
Yeah.
Right?
Those are like little keepsakes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like nobody could have too many cutie little ornaments. You're gonna put them away. It's not overwhelming your house or anything like that. You know what I mean?
No, I totally do. I mean, obviously there's an extent. Like I don't need footprints and handprints all over my house.
No.
But for a holiday, you can put it on your tree. You have a plate that you put out. Like, I think anything handmade or homemade or whatever from the kids means a lot more, especially to grandparents.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. I'm definitely going to do, last Easter, I did, like it's for Easter, but I did like a little bunny and I literally cropped Miles' face out when I put his head like in the bunny and I wrote like Easter 2024 and my mom still has it hung up. Like it's such a cute like little thing to look back and it's like these cute little things.
Yeah.
And you just put it up for that season.
Exactly. So I'm definitely going to do some things like that.
When are you going to have your second baby?
I don't know. I think we're going to wait. We have one of our best friends getting married in June, so we definitely want to wait till after that. And then we go away for our family vacation in July. I don't want to be pregnant. I think August I'm going to start trying. But like TB.
That's not.
I love when people say they're going to start trying because you're like low-key raw dog. You try to say that. Sorry, mom. Sorry. I know you're listening. I just love you. But we're being like when people like go to the dinner table, like at Thanksgiving, it's like, oh, are you guys thinking about having kids? Yeah, we're trying. And like your dad is sitting right there. It's like, yeah, we're just, doing it dirty. Like,
I mean, similar vibes to telling your parents that you're pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like, they're going to be happy for you, but also it's like, I'm married, I swear.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Why do you feel so like wrong for being like, we're like thinking about trying to have another baby? Is that like bad thing?
Right.
Sorry, it's embarrassing. I don't know why I feel that way.
We really shouldn't.
No, we really shouldn't.
I know.
But no, August I think is a good time for us to try. And I'm like,
I think that's great.
I will.
They'll be like 2.5 years apart, right?
And I'll still like be able to wear a bikini in the summer and then be the winter. So that's
I love that.
You're so cute. You're so awesome for wearing a bikini right now. I really couldn't.
I still do it.
You just like, you went back to normal so quick. Like, if I get the guts to post what my belly button looks like, you guys would know why I am not going to like be in a fucking two-piece. Okay, but
I think it'd be fine.
you can wear one that goes
honestly.
over your belly button.
That's true. Do high-waisted.
Yeah,
and still get.
and then risk when I sit down, like having like this cheeseburger in my fucking like midsection.
See,
like,
that's
this
what I hate.
fucking
That's what I
hole.
hate about though, because you can lose all the weight and whatever, and you still can have excess skin.
Yeah,
And it's
Yeah.
not.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not that I love it, but I'm saying like, so when I go to like shave my legs and like, I don't know, it's like just extra skin that.
You guys are amazing. I love that. I do not have that feel. I'm vain about myself, so like that's why.
Shouldn't be. Whatever.
It's gotten harder as
okay.
I've had babies though. So
yeah, but you look amazing.
I bounced back pretty quickly with my first, and it's just gotten. Not that I'm not happy with where I am right now. My baby's only up almost 6 months, but like, it was so much faster.
Yeah.
With my first.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
If that makes any sense.
no, it really does. Like, I lost 70 pounds in 10 months, and that was it.
Wild.
Wait,
Yeah.
please? Okay.
Wild.
That's good.
Yeah,
I gained
seriously
50
so
with
good.
Kaya.
That's
Or
not bad.
40, no, 50, no, 40, and then 50 with my middle, but he was also 9.5 pounds.
Oh my God.
And then
Wild.
like 45 with my third.
Okay. And then what did you
That's
gain, Mia?
actually like a lot.
I don't think it's bad.
It's not
I
bad, but
gained
it's honestly a lot.
8 pounds, Gara.
Yeah, but you know what? I was looking at this thing in Japan. My husband's Japanese, so like I look at these things. But apparently Japanese women only are allowed to gain 20 pounds.
That's like not okay.
There's like a
controlling. Says who?
No, because they like do the math. They do the math, and they're like, okay, the baby weighs this much. Your placenta is this much. It's maybe it's 23 pounds, but it's excessively low compared to what I gained, and what I know a lot of women gain. So I'm like, you gain no weight. It's just baby. It's just baby and placenta.
That's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
How much did you
One of my
weigh?
best friends. No, one of my best friends gained 12 pounds, and her baby was 9.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I hate you. But she was super healthy. It's not like she was like, like her baby was healthy. She's healthy. She's like, oh my God, my body. I'm lying, bitch. I gained 70 pounds almost. And I was wearing my husband's like shirts, and they were literally belly shirts on me. Like, wow. Don't even
You look like
start.
poo.
Where I look more like, I don't even know. Who is that character? He's blue.
No,
he's like
it's poo. His shirt is like a crop, and he's got a big belly.
I was ginormous. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna show a picture.
Yeah, post.
I'll show my region. Like, it's like next to each other. You're like, damn, it's crazy.
You should definitely post that.
Okay, so last chance to enter into our
couple days left.
Our drawing, because once we air this, you'll only have like 3 days, 3 or 2 days.
Yeah, so the winner will be announced for the next pod, right? No. When's you're right?
No,
you're right.
No, Thanksgiving will be the last day to enter. So you definitely want to like tag people. It's super easy, guys. Like, you're gonna win like a really good gift, and you'll love it.
Oh, I also want to mention, I've seen some people just liking the post, thinking that counts, and you need to tag 5 people, like it, and
follow.
For extra, and follow, of course, yes. And then for extra votes, then you share it to your story. So it's not like one or the other. It's
Gotta do it all, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta be in it. In it to win it. I love it.
It's so cute. So
yeah. All right. Well, we hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
What?
And you'll hear all of our stories, and you'll see some stories of us posting about being together. Hopefully we can see Mia too.
Yeah.
But to be TBD, to be determined. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
Right.
Good night. Happy Thanksgiving.
feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.